Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3. We hope that you took 5 to take a minute to breathe, gather yourself a little bit, and now we're going to spill some tea. It is time for your entertainment news as we catch up with our favorite celebrities, both online and in real life, and then also beyond the other end, which we'll get into first. And Saskia Falcon still joins us on the couch. You did say you like a little bit of goss.
I do like a little bit of tea.
A little bit of tea.
Yes.
Why not a bit of Skinner? Well, the first story is definitely one that we mentioned in the first news story for today, and it's all around James Earl Jones, RIP to an absolute legend. One of the most celebrated actors and performers of our time, I would definitely say. Now, he recently passed away at 93. He'd been struggling with diabetes for a little while, and I think it just was, you know, his moment to say goodbye to us. And, you know, he really did contribute so much in the 93 years that he was around. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he actually had a stutter when he was a kid, and it's so crazy to think that he made an entire career. Yes, he was an actor, but off his voice alone. In fact, his voice won him a Grammy. Like, I don't know if I've heard this, off an audiobook. So I'm really super proud to even be in a lifetime that we get to celebrate a pioneer like James Earl Jones. And he's contributed so much in the form of The Lion King. Way back in 95, in 2019, he came again and he did his thing as Mufasa. And then, of course, as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Come on.
Iconic.
We actually need Graham to do the Darth Vader voice now that his voice is broken a little bit today.
He
Came on the theme.
He also does the CNN voice.
This is CNN.
Are you serious?
Ooh, Saskia, that was really good.
I just think it's incredible that man's taken his weakness and turned it into his biggest strength.
Absolutely.
What an incredible story to look at when you think about this man's career. He didn't just do that, but the strength that he embodied within his voice, it had this wisdom, it had this gravitas.
Wow.
It made you believe truly that the
Anything,
words
right?
were real, that slipped off his tongue. So kudos to turning that into a strength, and I had no idea. That's incredible.
And then creating such a long career out of it. Huh?
Yeah. What?
Longevity in this industry is
Unheard of.
mostly unheard of. So congrats to him. He actually credited one of his teachers when he was younger to his confidence in himself. He said that his teacher really encouraged him to get into poetry. And he got up there, he read his poetry. It was like an ode to a grapefruit or something like that. And when he stepped up and he owned the space, he was like, oh, I can actually do this. So shout out to teachers also, right? Teachers
Always.
everywhere.
Unsung heroes.
Yes, exactly. Well, moving on to a legend, to somebody that maybe you have not heard about. His name is Nicardo Avocado. I just call him Nick Avocado. A very interesting character. Now, it's one of my guilty pleasures, guys. I love watching mukbangs online, which are basically eating videos. So it's just people sitting surrounded by food, just
And ASMR
eating.
noises and all this craziness. Oh,
So
gosh.
he is one of them that took it to the other end. He really took it to the extreme. Now, this guy in particular, you have to know that he started out as a vegan, super small guy with his bird. The two of them really made some cute videos. He saw the sort of fame that he could get from eating videos, and he took it to the next level, just overeating. Like the gluttony is very apparent. Over 300 pounds he
One of the
got.
cardinal sins.
Absolutely.
Right in our front of our eyes.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then for the past 2 years, he's really been gaining a lot of popularity on TikTok as well as Instagram. People were like, no, this is gross. Don't do this. I'm not happy about this. Turns out for the past 2 years, he's been undergoing a weight loss surgery.
Oh, yay.
Well, not surgery. Let me not say surgery, but weight loss experiment, right? A social
Okay.
experiment. So let's have a look at this.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life.
Wait, hang on a second. Is that the same guy we're looking at?
So what happened?
Guy. So
had a
I
brother.
said surgery, didn't mean to say surgery. I don't want to put anything out there, but he has undergone a weight loss moment for the past 2 years. He lost 100 kilograms. It's the same person
What?
that's been tricking us for the past 2 years, thinking that he's still at the size that he was, but that's what he looks like right now.
Nobody saw this on any of his. So what did he like stockpile content? And
Must
then,
have,
That's what he
yeah.
said.
So he's like a Houdini. He was like trying
It
to do
looks
an
like-
illusion.
Man's a wool puller. He pulled the wool of our eyes. What? Wait,
And he
incredible.
said in this time of social media, that's exactly what he wanted to do. He was playing people because he actually had the upper hand. Hey, man, to each their own, but I definitely apparently was dumbfounded
Sneaky badger.
entirely. Sneaky.
I'm glad he lost the weight though.
Same.
That was not healthy,
No.
not
I
at
wanna know-
all.
I would love to know the story of how, but I think that'll come in time. So I'm looking forward to that
Exactly.
for sure.
It's going to be an unpacking.
Yeah.
Well, another person that spent the last couple of years really putting together something incredible is Lupita. I absolutely love her, Lupita Nyong'o. She recently announced that she's been working on a podcast for the past 5 years. It's called Mind Your Own, and it's really the telling of African stories told by Africans.
Beautiful.
And that's the space we need, really a platform to tell our own stories. Because
Yeah.
for the longest time, it's been dictated to us the sort of direction that we need to look like, we need to be like. And now she said, no, it's our time. It is time for Africa to absolutely shine. It launches in September, and I'm so here for it.
I think we all are South Africans, and Saskia, I'm sure you'll realize this, growing up, we didn't have like rules and a pathway to this is how we achieve the success. We had to figure this out as we go, and I think these stories are so important now because we can resonate with it, we can
100%.
lend into it, and I think it inspires us too, right?
And also, I think it's great that we're telling our own stories because
Yes.
other people have told our stories before in the past and made lots of money off of it and, capitalized. If you look at culturally, the impact that our stories have had on global culture. So it's great. I do think that the path is still unclear, though. I mean, if you think about somebody like her, who spent 5 years working on this project before launching it, just shows you that nothing's easy. Everything's a path not walked. And
Absolutely.
so you really can create your own destiny. There isn't like a set path. I mean, who would have thought
100%.
that somebody like her would even want to do a podcast?
What a time to be in 2024. I'm so here for it, and congratulations to Lupita. It's going to be available on all streaming platforms, which I'm also so keen on, and it's called Mind Your Own, which we'll do. Okay, Lupita, we'll mind our own business too, and we'll definitely delve into that as soon as we possibly can. Well, that's where we wrap up our entertainment news. Thank you for joining me on the
Thank
couch,
you. That was
Saskia.
good
Enjoyed the
tea. That was
skillet.
great
Thanks,
Some
tea.
tea. We'll catch you again next time.